Welcome to the OC Chronicles podcast. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment to the show. All right, stay tuned and tapped in. We here. We got a special guest. Let's get it.
We got Beast by Nail in the building.
You dig, man. Appreciate y'all
Shout out to
boys
Beast
having
by
me,
Nail.
man.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to OC Studio, man. I like what
Facts.
y'all doing, dog.
Facts.
I appreciate it, bro. Every
Stay
time
with
I
it.
see you get slimmer and bigger at the same time, bro. I
Yeah,
just want to know
bro.
how much you bench, brother. How much you bench, bro? How much you bench, bro?
The most I ever been probably like 325.
All right,
on
that's
now.
a lot, brother.
325.
That's a lot, brother.
Damn,
For sure. I bench like 200, but
Come on now.
that's cool, brother. That's cool, brother.
I don't know what I bench no more.
I ain't never, ever bench. I sat on the park bench. That's about it, man. Welcome to the show, bro. Welcome.
Appreciate
You heard me?
y'all, man. Appreciate that.
Facts, man. Number of legendary stuff going on right now with you and your whole movement and stuff like that. So, like, give the people a rundown. Like, tell them, like, you know, what started. What was your motivation? You know, what was the moment you knew that this was gonna be something that you was gonna be doing for the rest of your life?
Man, it might sound cliche, dog, but since young, like
Right.
I just been special, you feel me?
Right.
Like I taught myself how to play the keys, taught myself how to play the drums. Like music was just in me. And what's crazy about it, like I'm the only one in my family that really does
I was
music.
about to
like
ask
that.
you that.
Yeah.
Does it come
Like
from
I ain't
a-
have
Wow.
nobody really mentoring me
Wow.
on how to do this, how to do that. Like I used to go to church and just watch the musicians.
Right.
After church
crazy.
one time I went hopped on the drums. My mama looked at me, but the look she gave, I'm like, damn, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
But she was so shocked, like she ain't even know. But I was just so much of a student of the game. Like I'm just watching and just learning from my watching, man.
Right.
And that's what got me doing music today.
Right. So like, was it? Did you indulge into the church music? Like, you know, end up becoming a drummer for the church? Like, really take
Yeah.
it serious? Like,
Yeah, see, by me being in church and I'm
Right.
going every Sunday,
Right.
Wednesday, Friday.
Right.
Like my mama was a church lady. We
Right.
going to
Facts.
church, you feel me?
Facts.
Whole family.
right?
I
Oh,
came
real.
up like that.
Right. Oh,
I came up
Yeah,
boy.
whole family. So
My
like,
father was a church leader. I know how it is, bro.
I really ain't have no choice
Church points on a
because
Sunday.
that's what kept me going to church.
Right.
Because I want to go play music. I don't want to go to
Facts.
church and just sit there the whole church service. It's cool, but I'm young. Like, I'm not really getting too much out of that right now.
Facts.
I'm hearing what's going on, but it's not feeding my soul for real.
You know,
But the older I got, like, I started understanding more, you feel
Right.
me? So, like, me going to church playing the music was just one part, but getting that, like, my spirit fed, that was another part.
Right.
You feel me?
So you going there for, to play the drums and the music, but you can't ignore the message.
Can't ignore the
that-
message, right?
You can't ignore that.
Can't
so,
ignore it.
I mean, to any, young people out here, people our age, older, whatever, like, whatever you get out of church, it could be the smallest thing,
Right.
As long as you getting something
The
out
message.
of it.
Right.
The message matter. That's
You
all.
can't ignore that message. So you could be going there for the praise and worship, but that message gonna come
That
through.
would
Just
just
don't
be going there
leave
for anyway,
at
the
the songs
message.
over.
Right.
And a lot of people, they really get their spirit fed through music, too.
Right. I know I
Like,
do.
Yeah.
I know
Music
I do.
get people through anything.
I know
For
I do.
sure.
And it
Right.
ain't just, gospel music, like any type of music. You might be
Right.
going through something, man, fuck, I'm feeling hype. I want to get on some hype shit.
Right.
I'm about to go listen to some hype shit and get me in my zone.
Right.
If you feeling down, you might listen to some mellow shit. Like, music just get people through anything,
It's,
dog.
it's universal.
Yeah.
Bro. It's a spiritual thing to me. I ain't gonna lie. I love music. I actually got on rap music through R&B. I grew up. I'm a little older, so I grew up in the R&B era. So that stuff was like gold growing up, because that's why it's being sampled now.
Right.
Music is that powerful. It's really like
timeless.
universal language.
It's timeless.
Yeah, man. My favorite music era, as far as like anything besides rap, is that New Jack Swing era.
Oh yeah, that was hard.
Ooh,
That was that New
Swing.
Jack. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was hard. Like the early '90s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Early 90s, late 80s.
yeah, that was hard. I ain't gonna lie, I'm on that. That's like my feel good music. You feel me? That's what I do. And like I put that music on. I'm on the road a lot too. You feel me?
Like, it was real music, you feel me? Like,
What artists you listened to growing up that inspired you? As far
mean,
as producers too.
Cash Money for
Of
sure,
course,
man.
of course.
Like, when I was young, that really who it was. It was
Right.
Cash Money and No Limit.
Right.
It's either you listen to one or the other or both.
Right.
So, like, I'll say Cash Money for sure. Growing up, that's really kind of. I ain't gonna say that's it, but that's.
That was
That
the main
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
people will probably hear you say that and say that because you from the area, we from
Right.
the area, but these
But it's
guys
really
is
like
really
that.
like
Yeah,
that.
it's really
But
like
there are other
that.
guys that feel the same way as you. That's not from here. Other producers, you feel
Right.
me? So that's an awesome thing to know that you indulged in the culture and you using it to put your beats out there like the
Facts.
inspiration is in
Got
it
to.
because it definitely is, man.
Got to, man.
You official with that stuff.
Appreciate
you feel me?
it,
No lie.
dog.
So how old you was when you made your first beat? How old were you?
13. I'll say like 13.
You were 13?
Damn,
Yep.
13.
13.
You made your first beat.
First
What
beat.
how you made it? What you made it on?
I used FL. So I had a neighbor. He had FL. One time went by his house. I seen him cooking up. I'm like, man, that look interesting. I had a little
Right.
keyboard. All I got to do is just like play along with whatever the keyboard came with. So I'm like, man, I want to learn how to do what he doing. So I like went over there a few times. Then I asked him like, man, you think you could give me that program? That boy gave it to me, and ever since it just been up.
You just been on there.
Just been on it, yeah.
Right. Staying dedicated.
Yep.
Right.
Because when I first called one of you was like high school. I know you was running with them ball team
Ball team,
guys.
yeah, that's still my brothers, man.
That's when I called one of you in like for a
High
second.
school, come on now.
I don't know about nobody else's perspective, but for a second, ball team and you yourself, y'all was some of the hottest shit going on
sure.
for a
Facts.
good little while.
Facts.
And them dudes could really rap.
They still
I done
hard. Like we still got some shit right now. Like, yeah, dog, niggas still hard.
And I've been
That's
to
dope.
a few shows. Them dudes could perform. They could rap. They good artists. Like, so shout out to them first and foremost.
Facts.
And so that's when I really like started taking you and them serious, like high school shit. And I'm like, man, this nigga now cool. Like, them boys can really rap because as far as popularity goes, you know how that is.
Right. It's been
I feel like them dudes really started buzzing off their talent.
Facts.
Talent.
You can't
Like,
deny it.
Yeah.
Can't deny it,
Deny
dog.
talent.
And it's like it's
Especially
different
the hard
in
work behind it.
industry-ready music.
Right.
Like, you know, they got people that rap and they just rapping strictly for the hood, you feel me?
Right.
Like, their music not gonna get past the hood. Niggas just wanna talk about killing every line, bang, bang this. Like, man, them dudes really could make real commercial records.
Like alternative music.
You
all
feel
that
me?
stuff, right.
Anything. Like, the
Right.
sky's the limit. You feel me? The sky's the
Right.
limit when it comes to them dudes making music.
And Kanye, he got a voice. He got a voice.
That dude's so cool.
For
That's
sure.
dope.
So
That's
cool.
dope that you have artists that you work with and you help them hone these skills. But it's going back and forth. It's
Right.
like iron sharpening iron.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
A lot of artists don't. A lot of producers and artists don't work like that no more. I always felt like that was beneficial for both sides. When you get an artist helping create a sound, and
It's
he
helping
gets
both
big,
parties, yeah.
right? He gets out there, you get out there, man. That's why. Like somebody commented on my Facebook Live was like the Manny Fresh, the young Manny Fresh, and he was like influential with his stuff. You feel me? So it's like people. Not just the hot boys, everybody, attracted to him. He took
Right.
the New Orleans sound. He took the New Orleans sound and made it commercial.
Made a commercial, yeah.
That's like, when I listen to Back That Ass Up.
That's still a commercial.
That's commercial.
Yep.
It has the New Orleans
But it's a real New Orleans sound.
Right.
Yeah.
For
He made
real,
it
for
right
real.
with the
The
cadence
trigger
and all
man,
that.
808s and all
right.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, do you look at more Instagram? Do you look at Instagram or do you look at more of the greats? Like I would say study Instagram, but where you pull your inspiration from?
Man, I pull my inspiration from all over for real.
All
Like
right,
it's
that's what I'm
not
talking about.
it's not specifically from one area. Like I could just hear something, man, like from a movie.
Right.
You could be watching
I
a
feel
movie.
You. I feel you. It
Hear a
be like
little
that.
clip like, oh, what that is?
It be like that. Right. It be like that.
And I might go sample that one clip and just turn it into something totally
Facts.
different, you feel me?
Man, that
So-
shit happen. I'm playing.
Yeah, like the inspiration, it come from all over for real.
That's good instinct. That's because you got good instinct.
Right.
You got a passion for what you're doing.
and
You
like
work.
my ear, like it's just gonna catch it every
Facts.
Hey, bro, I know you Haitian, bro. How big was music in your household?
time. Shit, we always listen to music, man. So like in the Haitian community, we got a genre called compa.
Yeah.
Like it's the same beat. you can run that bitch with any song,
Yo.
any
Okay.
party,
Okay.
any Haitian party. You gonna hear that compa for real.
Compa, it's
Yeah.
like they
How it go?
version of bounce.
Yeah, it's our version of bounce.
It's Haitian version of
Right,
bounce.
yeah.
It's a
So,
culture.
like-
How they put the
style.
bounce beat on everything, put the compa on everything.
Facts.
Sorta
Facts.
like
They got
this.
like American songs. We'll turn it into compa. You feel me?
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. It's crazy because like the cultural sounds from different cultures, the processing is all the same. Like, as far as like this they sound, they can take any
Others-
genre of
yeah.
music and just
Add it
tie
into without. Yeah.
What it's called again?
Compa.
Compa. Same thing they do with the bounce with the R&B.
Same thing they do with that Jersey shit.
Yep.
Yo.
And they the Congo the go-go music
Mm-hmm.
and the DMV area. They tie that. They put all that stuff together.
And I feel like that's the best thing about music because you
Right.
could be so creative. Like
Right.
you could take anything and turn it into whatever you want it to be. Like whatever, any sound. Like it could be the most grimiest sound. You can make it sound happy.
What's your favorite genre of music to make?
I really don't have a favorite genre
All right.
for real. Like I don't mind making anything.
facts.
Like I want to make anything.
Yeah.
I know I can make anything.
Right.
'Cause I've heard a lot.
Right.
I'm
and I
not
wanna
even
know.
sticking myself in the
Man,
box to be like,
A lot of people got that messed up, man.
yeah,
You
like
right,
I just
dog.
make trap music or I just make R&B. Man, I make trap, R&B, pop, like reggae.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it don't even matter, man.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever you want to try to make, let's do it. Let's accomplish it. Like that's the
That's
challenge I like to face. Like let's do something that we never did before. At
Right.
least that I never tried before.
Right.
How long do you think it takes you to make a beat?
Man, it depends on like the vibe. I could make a beat in 10 minutes literally, or depending on like what's going on in the beat. Like different beats take different times. You feel me?
Sure.
Like if it's on something quick, it could be quick, but it's still a hit hard though. But probably like 10 minutes.
You work
Like
be-
a
you
whole
work
beat
better
structured out.
You work better at night or during the day, like early morning.
I'm a night owl.
Right.
I'm a night owl. I'll be up all night.
Right.
All night.
Right.
Like 6, 7 in the morning. I'm just
Right.
leaving the studio.
Right.
And that's like everyday thing.
So out of all the beats you made that artists have purchased, rapped on, however you want to put it, sung on, what's your favorite beat? What's your
That I
favorite beat
made?
that you gave to somebody? What's the song?
Got so many.
Yeah, man. Like I don't be attached to
Give
just
me a
one beat.
few though. Give me a
A
few.
top tier memory.
Well, if it's not a favorite beat,
Right,
give
right,
me
just-
give me the song that somebody really like brought that beef to life.
All right, well, for sure, Ball Team got a song called "Way Up,"
Okay.
and I feel like that song just is universal because what they saying in the song is simple, but anybody could feel it. Like anybody
Right.
at some point in your life felt like you was on your way up, right?
Right.
Like that's
Okay.
what that song really about.
Okay,
Like we
okay.
on our way up.
Okay.
I work with Daniel Hollis too. Like we got a song.
Shout out to Daniel Hollis.
Yeah, we did Wanted. We got a few songs. I had sampled Benny Siegel in the
Okay.
other night.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that song. Now that you say the sample,
Yeah.
I heard the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. That be hard. That be real hard.
Man, I got a lot of music that's really unreleased, so I
Right.
can't say nothing. My favorite when I got stuff in the vault that's
Yeah,
You feel me?
It's gonna be
like way harder. So like just to shout out some of the artists that I really be locking in with. I be locking in with Lacrosse. Like me and him got a lot of crazy
shout out
stuff.
Lacrosse.
Shout out
I rock in with dude named Robbie Hudson. He crazy. Craig James
Rob?
crazy.
Shout out to Craig James.
You
Man,
know
I
Rob?
fuck with Rob.
Rob is
That's
crazy.
my dog.
No,
Rob
crazy.
nice.
Hey, no.
I
Rob
remember
crazy.
Rob first verse. That boy spit his verse to me. That boy said some shit like, "It's young Rob. I hope you're ready for me." I forgot what that boy said.
Hey,
But
no.
hey, he gonna know what I'm talking about. But
Hey,
Rob, when you
I
see
just,
this
I just,
shit, you know
want, I
what
just,
I'm
I
talking
just
about.
want to let Craig James know.
Shout out
Craig
Craig
James,
James.
Craig James,
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
artist.
I've been
Yeah,
fucking
Craig
with
a
Craig
dog.
James for a
Craig
minute.
James,
Shout out to you,
Craig
little
James.
brother.
If you hearing this,
Yeah,
if, you,
Craig
if,
dog.
you watching
Yeah.
this, you my favorite artist. I'm a
Man,
fan,
keep it
bro.
up, dog.
You my favorite artist, bro.
And
Yeah.
get
I
with a
just-
producer, Craig getting with a producer like you, me watching him grow, it's so significant that he linked with you.
Bro, and like
Because I know, like, the type of artist he is and the type of producer you is, it's nothing but the nothing but the
Greatness.
sky. You feel me?
Greatness,
Sky's the limit
dog.
with y'all too.
real talk.
What's
And-
easier, mixing or making a beat?
They hand in hand, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't think one easier than the other. Like, it depends on what you best at.
Right.
Some people better at making beats, but can mix, but it's just gonna take them a little longer. Like, I just understand like what sound I'm going for and how to get to it. By me doing it so long, like we just getting
Right.
straight to it. Like I'm not figuring out, oh, what's this, what's that.
You're a real producer, bro. Like
That's hard.
you I can tell, like, when it comes to your song making process, you would suggest the best thing.
Right.
A lot of cats will probably be like, I can just mix it and master it for you.
Nah.
Yeah, I know a lot of engineers, they got a set mix.
Right.
Like, no matter what kind of artist you is, they
Everything
got
gonna
the
sound
set
the same.
mix.
Yeah.
They're gonna let you rap on that bitch, and they're gonna be like, yeah, it's mixed, brother. Yeah.
Right.
Nah, not
Get
me.
that bread.
Not
You know
me,
what I'm
man.
saying?
And that's what people like really love about me. When they come record about me, like we'll do the same take over 1,000 times.
Cause you know it ain't
It
right.
ain't right.
Right.
Like I'm hitting space in the middle of your record, nigga looking like, what happened? Do it over.
Do it over.
That what
I
nigga-
love it.
Like,
Like
I'm
a
handing
man,
out the
respect
gate.
it.
I love it.
I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah, you're
on-
not tolerating a nigga, man.
Nah, man.
You feel me? That's you know, I'm not saying it's difficult to get everybody the same type of energy because everybody ain't about to put that energy into what they doing to make you feel like that. It's all up to the artists. Like artists be wanting their producers to pull more from and being more active, but it's all on you too as
Right.
an artist to bring that out the producer.
Right.
Because once that happens, that changes everything. You feel me? So shout out to you.
And it's
Because-
really about having chemistry with your producer too.
right.
Because you could be in the room with the best producer, but if you ain't got no chemistry with him,
Facts.
like y'all not gonna make the best music because
Right.
the artist not comfortable. They not feeling the vibe.
That
Like
shit
anybody
so
that come work with me, like that's the first thing I make sure you comfortable. Comfortable, set the vibe. We gonna make a great song.
right.
And earlier, you know, I kind of cut you off a little bit.
Nah, you
My
straight.
bad.
You good.
Cause I fuck with Rob on a personal level. I fuck with Rob. Me and Rob went to school together. Like I just went to Rob's son's birthday party and shit. Like I
Yeah.
fuck with Rob.
Yeah.
But you know, finish telling us about the artists that you working with or worked with, or you know, kind of bring the best out of Nell, a producer.
So after Rob, man, it'd be hard, dog, because I don't want to leave nobody out. It'd be the
That's
tough,
a that's
tough
a big
part.
that's big right there. What you're saying right there.
You feel me?
I understand.
Any
Like-
artist that you work with watching the interview should feel
Yeah, I don't want to leave nobody out,
should
man.
feel tapped in right now, bro.
Like
because-
Cash, me and Cash, we locked in.
Okay,
Shout
shout
out
Cash.
Fuck
Yeah.
with Cash.
Man,
Is there any artist that you would want to work with?
like I'm willing to work with anybody, honestly.
Damn,
Like
you just
it-
like me when it comes to this
Yeah,
shit.
it's not nobody that I wouldn't work with for real. Like if I just haven't ran across you yet, like once we lock in, we gonna work for sure.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I've worked with almost everybody. I've worked with majority of the people here,
Mhm.
and if I haven't worked with them, I just haven't run across them yet. Like, and I'm talking about from the dude on my shirt to the dude last week,
Right.
and I give them my all when doing the situation because I look
Facts.
at the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
The end result of it is going, that's how you know how you say it don't take you long to make a beat.
Right.
Your passion really brings all that out you, and your passion, your talent, plus the most important part, working hard.
Work
Because the only thing that beats talent is being reliable,
Mhm.
and that's what you
For
are.
sure.
Facts.
So like having that aspect of it, that makes you different. You looking at it from a bigger picture.
Facts.
Due to social media and stuff these days, it kind of like blinds and handicaps an artist, if a producer, whatever it is, if you thinking in a typical
Right.
way. You feel me? It's a lot of distractions. But due to how you grew up and you being Haitian, y'all just militant minded. You feel me?
Real talk,
so like,
man.
So
Real
being
talk.
Haitian and also being in New Orleans, are there similarities?
Of course, like
Right.
we build it.
Right.
You
Facts.
feel me? Yeah.
Facts. Crazy. Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
Break it
Right.
down to them.
Right, like,
For
now
what
Louis-
they don't know, let
Right.
them know. Real shit.
Man,
Louisiana Purchase.
long story short, man, this was ours and they took it away from us,
Right,
man, because
right.
they had the knowledge and we did.
Right.
Point blank, period.
Right. Nah. You all the way right when it comes to that. That's good, bro. That's good to know, man. You on some other shit. No, I'm being for real, bro. Like, knowing your history and knowing where you come from, dog, you can't lose.
Right.
A lot of motherfuckers don't know where they come from and what's the origin of what they doing. Like, if you knew what you come from, the power you hold, you would never discredit the moves you making. So you played ball too. You was an athlete, right? So what high school you played for?
I went to Cox, Helen Cox.
Helen Cox, right? Watch out to the West Bank.
You should have went to Eric, but
All right,
don't do
all
we
right.
gonna get to that later.
No, I'm from the East Bank. So it's like that's a rival, Helen Cox, John.
We all on the West Bank, so yeah.
no. It ain't no rival. It's Eric, and then it's everybody else.
What the fuck, bro?
Wow.
Yeah,
shit,
boy, you went to Higgins, boy. Be quiet,
Shout out
boy.
to Higgins,
no,
boy.
no,
You went to Higgins, boy.
Higgins had them hoes. Shout out to Higgins.
Higgins
got
had
the
the
Higgins
hoes
had
with
them
that package.
hoes. I
He
used
was
to
worried
catch
about
the
was
he
lit
was
though,
worried
man.
about
Cox
one
was
I
thing.
used to catch the
Ain't
bus.
no nigga at
From the
Higgins
East
that
Bank.
was 16 that was virgins. That's all I know.
Yeah,
for
y'all
a
had the
fact.
flippers.
Bro, listen. I love Higgins.
I'ma
Thanks
tell
to
you.
Higgins.
Wait. Let me break it down.
Ain't
Shout out to
no
Higgins.
niggas where I went to school with that were virgins that was 16.
Shout out to Higgins.
So hold on.
For sure.
So Higgins, everybody fucking everybody. First of all,
Shout
I mean,
Higgins.
it happened how it happened, bro.
Cox-
What you want me to do, bro?
Cox had the light skinners
we had
and
them
the
too.
Spanish girls. Cause they had the Spanish
had them
Oaks,
too, brother.
they had Spanish Oaks, Village Green, they had all that,
Fact.
right?
Listen,
So they had them like them Spanish girls and them light
I'm
skinners.
just letting you know, brother.
Eric, variety. We had a few flippers.
Oh
Y'all
my
school
God.
was
Right
big
now-
as a bitch, bro. What you
So-
want us to
right
do,
now-
bro?
Higgins
Y'all-
had hoes with that package. I said,
I mean, and we
I
we
used to
tried them all
catch the
out,
bus
brother.
off
I
the East
mean,
Bank. I used to catch the
them
bus off
hoes
the
was
East Bank.
burning y'all rubbers off.
I mean, damn. We had
Live by,
rubbers.
niggas say I live by the pussy, die by the pussy. Huh?
You dying by that pussy at Higgins.
Listen,
No, man.
Y'all
I used to
fucking
catch the
from
bus
Avondale and shit.
from
Yeah,
East
rubbers,
Bank to
bro.
the West Bank for
Fuck
them
with the
Higgins
Higgins
yes, bruh.
No, bro.
That's my first piece of
Should've
West
been
Bank
fucking
pussy.
with the Eric Yaz.
That laid on.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie.
FEMA
Eric
Friday
hoes is
days.
hard to fuck sometimes.
Higgins hoes was ready to it was
You can fuck
time.
them Higgins hoes at lunch.
I
Top
mean, we
tier.
did. But them at lunch. I went to Higgins.
Now every
We fucked them
Higgins
at
hoe
lunch.
that watched this interview gonna be cursed.
Both
You
of
didn't
them
fuck
boys
me
out.
at no first lunch, bitch.
We sorry.
Bet.
But see, hey, if you wanted
sorry.
a girlfriend, you could go at Cox and Eric. You can't get no girlfriend out
Not
of
for
Jeff
no
and
Higgins.
Higgins. That's dead.
So we talking about that ass. What when you? I don't want to ask such a typical question, but fuck it, let's do it. What bought you more pussy? Tackling niggas or making beats for them?
There ain't never been no problem for real, man.
Come on, yeah. Well, I'm saying I know it was never no problem, but let's be real. When you're an athlete or when you baby fresh Timberland,
It's coming.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. Like I never
Yeah, I
seen.
feel you.
The jersey on Friday or the beats on Saturday night.
What you
Which
think?
one?
Is what you think?
Probably the beats on Saturday night,
Come
dog.
on, man.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
Friday night F and F. Friday night. So F and F ain't bring you that.
Come on,
It
bro.
ain't-
The lights.
It they ain't go.
up, bro.
Hey,
Like I
SNL?
said, I never had that problem. So
Right.
like,
It was normal, right?
it was already normal.
I did. Saga like a Lulu. Saga like a Lulu. I ain't gonna lie, I did. Like, you know, I don't care what no niggas say. Like I had them hoes in high school. And then reality happened. And then I became an adult. And I wasn't hot no more. Just for a couple of years, that's it. Right?
No, it's
Then I
right.
started doing comedy and I became unhotter. Right?
then you became
but I
real
still,
hot.
I never had a problem. I still had them little Yaz. But the quality and the titles of Yaz, they evolutionized.
Some
Yeah.
of them, yeah.
Right? I go from,
It wasn't the Yaz.
yeah, I go from the Walmart who work in the tire section to
To fucking
school
stuff.
teacher, police lady, lawyer lady.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no names, but God bless y'all. Oh,
It happened.
Yeah.
but
It happened.
like, you know, when you first get your buzz and you wasn't that nigga, you usually fucking chicks that look like James Brown. I'll play.
Bruh.
I'll play.
Bruh.
I'll play. Say, bro, let me ask you a question. So do you,
That's
is it,
segue.
is it, I heard Mike Epps say that, you feel me? Because his baby mom was driving him. So he
No.
took shots at
His
nigga
baby
while shot
mamas
Mike
look
Epps.
like Boosie.
You heard me? Nah. Ain't gonna lie. If I never had no poo chick. That's y'all opinion. That's how I look at it. All my bitches was bad. I don't care what niggas say. So
Shout out to
the
Boosie.
preparation when it comes to you making a beat, and when you was playing high school ball, you also said you went to Southern Miss,
Right.
Film room. So the preparation that goes into a Friday night game or a Saturday night game is it the same preparation process when it goes into you making a beat.
For me, it is, and I
Right.
feel like that's what helped me more than anything with my career.
The structure was already there.
It was already
Come on
there.
now. That's why
Like
it's
playing
so important.
sports, you gotta be disciplined. You gotta have character. You feel me?
Got to be a team player.
Gotta be a team player.
Coachable.
Gotta be coachable. Like all that applies in
Coachable.
real life for real.
Blessed. I had to learn that
Yeah,
getting my motion up,
yeah.
and it was hard, but I learned real
And
fast.
then I was like, on my team, I was one of them players to where I don't need coach to be telling me, oh, we got practice.
right.
I'm going to the park
Facts.
Saturday, Sunday.
when there's
Like
no
my
practice.
routine in high school, no cap, dog. I wake up, I ain't had no job. Wake up, I had weights in the backyard.
Okay.
Me, my partner Royce, Dwayne, we linking up, Johnny. We working out in my backyard. Johnny Warren. We working out in the backyard, and then we walking to the park. We walking to Oakdale. Going to get some field work in, like the whole summer.
Facts.
And when I went to Southern Miss, I got accepted. I applied, I applied for school, got accepted. When I got there for orientation, I went to the field house, gave my film to, it was a DB coach. I asked the secretary to talk to the coach. It was a DB coach that came out, gave my film, told him where I was from, told him a little bit about myself. Man, on my way home, he called me, was like, you think you come back for camp next week? I'm like, coach, I ain't even got no dorm. They got me on the waiting list. He like, don't worry about none of that.
Come on.
Just come.
I'm like, what I need to bring? He was like, just bring as much as you could.
Right.
And I walked on. That was all on my will, you feel me? Like I made my highlight
I
tape.
respect that.
I made
Right.
my highlight tape. I put in the work all
Come on
summer
now.
long.
Come on.
I
now.
knew where I wanted to go. I went to a visit at Southern Miss with Royce probably the year before, our junior year.
It was already
Yeah.
manifested.
You feel me? I'm
Come
like,
on,
oh, I
talk to
like
me.
this. It's
Talk
not
to
far
me.
from the crib, right there in Mississippi.
Right.
You feel me? The facility is nice. It's D1.
Come on.
Man, let me see what that's about.
Nah, you
So
did-
and
you
I
did
knew
that
I
on
was
your-
nice.
on
Like,
your
I
own
knew I
faith.
was nice.
You
On your
work
own
your
faith and
move.
I
will.
went with my move,
Listen,
man.
bro.
Right.
I just want
So-
to let you know, bro. You big as a bitch and you short as a bitch. You said DB coach. I just want to let you know.
But hey, I really was like that, dog, because
Right.
I put the work in. So like the same work that I put in on that field and in the weight
With
room.
the beats.
Come on, man. That's why
Right.
I'm up till 6, 7 in the morning. Like even if I ain't got nothing to do in the studio, it's always something to do. You see what I'm saying? Towards your music, like whether it's watching an interview, studying on how to do certain things. Like you could always learn. I'm always willing to learn.
Okay,
Like
sure.
I don't feel like I just know it all. Like
Yeah,
No,
that's
man.
how you really get far.
Yeah.
Understanding that, like, the more you learn, you have more to learn.
Right.
You heard me. You keep that mindset.
And then on top of that, to bring it back from my family, man. Why I really learned how to grind like this is really my daddy.
Right.
Like
okay.
my whole life
Talk to
up
him.
until probably till I was like 18, 19, my daddy worked 2 jobs.
Come on.
Like my parents are fully Haitian.
Them Haitians
Sir.
work.
You look, they
Work.
not from here. You feel me?
Haitians
Right,
work.
right, right.
They not from here. They came here when they was 18 on the boat, and like we straight. You feel me?
Fobs.
Like we straight. Like we
Right.
got a roof over our head. Like I'm still living. Like I understand how to move. They taught me well. Like man, my daddy that nigga, dog. Like my daddy that nigga. I ain't gonna even lie.
And I
to
appreciate
say-
you for making that known.
Yeah,
Yes.
like to cause I watched it, dog. Like he working 2 jobs, making sure we straight for real, and we not from here.
Right.
My parents don't speak English like that, so
Right.
they can't communicate well.
Right.
You feel me? So for
Right.
you to go out there and really get into that mud, you can't talk English for real.
Right.
Come on, man. Like that's something
That's
special.
straight
to me.
willpower.
Straight willpower. You
With
don't
that
know
being-
nothing.
No, bro. With that being said, bro, what was the
love
best
it.
advice you've ever been given as a producer? What's the best advice you've ever been given so far?
Shit, work with everybody and get on everything. Whatever
Worst
you can get on,
advice.
get on it.
Worst advice.
Worst advice?
Twice.
I don't even think I got no worst advice
Right.
because I don't be around people that's gonna just tell me some
Right.
dumb shit.
The worst advice I probably ever got was don't change.
Right.
That's
Right.
probably the worst advice I got.
That come with like
it was supposed to, it was presented as good advice, but then I later on realized like that probably was the
You
worst.
have
shit
to
I
yeah,
could
you
do
gotta
too.
change.
You feel me? I think anything
Bruce Lee said it the
evolutionized.
best. Be like water.
Right, evolutionized. Everything
man.
evolutionized. That's one thing I will say. Adapting to shit really keeps you in the current.
Yes, sir.
So you graduate in 2012 from high school.
Right.
Instagram comes out 2014. You already doing beats. So you I would say you grew up with social media, but you look like you was so indulged in what you doing, you didn't really participate in it.
Right.
Were you already on social media, or did it enhance when you started making beats? Like, how did that go? Like, how you adapted to social media? With your
I was
craft?
already on social media.
Okay.
Before all that, like I was on social media in high
Was you
school and
pushing
stuff.
your
And that's what's crazy,
Right.
man. Like that's how I know it's the work for real.
Okay.
Cause I don't physically like promote myself.
come on, man, Rolls Royce shit?
You feel me?
Commercial.
Like I don't physically be like, hey, I'm a producer engineer who need this, who need that. Like it's really just be like word of mouth. People I work with, like I make sure I keep my name.
Oh, you
good.
official, brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm big on that. Like I'm not gonna mess over nobody.
Right.
It don't matter how good you is or how bad you is. Like you getting the same respect.
Right.
Cause
That's
you fucking with
important.
me, so I fuck with you.
That's important.
Let me ask you this. So, speaking of being an athlete and a musician, like Nut, Shia Nut,
Yeah.
he played football too.
Right.
Played for tight end for Eric,
Yeah.
and he went on to play college ball or
At
whatever.
Victor Valley.
Shout out China.
Yeah. So, what's your relationship to him, and what similarities y'all have coming from being an athlete and being a musician at the same time?
See, Shia, that's Kanye and Wayne cousin, blood cousin, first cousin.
Sure lives.
So how that connected me, Wayne, and Kanye. Jeff is my cousin. The other
Okay.
third person on ball team. That's my cousin, Wayne and Kanye. They brothers.
Mhm.
You feel me? So it's really like it's family oriented on the cool. Like we
Okay.
all
Okay.
really grew up together
Right.
from 9 years old. Like before the music shit, like we was always cool brothers. So like with Shy, when he came around, like I been knew Shy before I knew he was their cousin.
Right.
But when I formally met him, I'm like, damn, dude, cool, laid back, like he ain't with all that. And when I found out he do music, we just kind of locked in. You know, good energy, good vibe.
Right. That's dope.
And then when he told us about the football shit, I'm like, nah, we do got a lot of similarities. So I see why we move similar in some ways. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah.
I see why we connect like that.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. What I want to know, give me your top 5 producers all time.
Top 5,
Top 5 all time.
okay. No order. There's no order. There's just 5.
Yeah.
Five.
I'm gonna go Dre. I'm gonna go Timberland. I'm gonna go Jay Dilla.
Ooh, J Dilla.
I'm gonna go.
That's crazy.
I gotta put Manny and Beats by the Pound in there too.
Love.
Yeah.
Shout
Uh,
to
that
KMC.
and it's
love.
the reason-
That was
and
the
it's the
quickest
reason
top
why.
5.
That's the
Oh my
reason
God.
why, dog. Cause we all from down here, or we all live down here. We know what it's like down here. Like the chances of you making it past down here is really slim. Like it's really slim. So for them dudes to be able to like orchestrate a sound, number one, and really like take that shit mainstream and nationally, like you cannot talk about greats and not put them in that bitch. You feel me?
You being the producer, that I just my opinion. I just feel like the way you look at that and how that drew into inspiration of what you doing. That's important, bro. That's just my opinion. I think that if you're an artist from here, you don't have to like those guys.
You don't.
But if
Gotta
you
respect
respect it, you gonna see how it can help what you doing.
Right.
Because of the tier they're
Right.
in. You feel
Right.
me? Again, bruh, we talking about guys who created a sound, even though no idea is original, but the whole way they went about it was. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had other trendsetters, but the way Cash Money and No Limit came in and got everybody, like, especially Manny Fresh, like this.
It's just one producer
Yeah,
we talking about.
right.
Like, nowadays, you would think it's one producer on all these beats, but no.
It's not right. I see that, right.
No.
It's
It's
fire.
multiple
It ain't even one
people, so-
producer on one
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
for them to be in that, it's just them.
Right.
It was
Right.
just them.
I'm talking
Right.
about Manny doing whole
It was just them.
albums.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's
You
Beats
know,
by the
special.
Pound doing whole
whole
albums.
Yeah.
For a whole label, it's just them.
That's crazy.
Come on, man, that's special.
KL,
bro.
like, that's real.
That shit died after them.
Because KLC,
After they run, that shit died. People start getting they albums done with like 5, 6, 7,
Exactly.
8, 9, 10 producers.
Exactly.
Like they was some of the last people to do that shit.
To be
produce
able
a
to do it.
whole
do you want that? Like, do you include that in your regimen or what you're doing as far as like on that side, the value side? You want people to look at you like look at you and treat you like, you know, the greats. Even before they became the greats in their prime era, people were paying them $100,000, $200,000 a beat.
Right.
Cause like I said, it was one person on the beat.
Right.
Do you think that that's still possible? Do you think that's still going on? Cause I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, of course.
All
Of course
right.
that's still going. Because without the producer, what you got?
Right.
You ain't got shit.
Right.
You ain't got nothing. Like a lot of artists be saying they make the songs, but take the beat away and let that song run.
Right.
Spit it acapella. That shit.
Spit it
gonna be
acapella.
Nothing.
Nah, I saw
Because
it.
it might still sound good just on a track with no beat. You feel if you let it run with the effects and shit.
Yeah.
Run it acapella. You ain't gonna be that same
It
vibe.
ain't gonna.
Yeah.
You
I
ain't gonna
seen
grab like that. It's really them producers and engineers that's helping a lot of these artists.
Of course.
In today's
Today,
music,
yeah.
for
No.
sure, for sure.
sure.
No, with
I swear to God.
they have producer camps. Do you go to producer camps?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
how
How does that work?
does that work, bro?
Man, it's
What is
like,
that like?
it's a collaborative effort basically. Like it's a room full of writers, room full of producers, full of creators. Period. Like
It's just like football camp.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So one of the last ones I went to was in Cali. It was a mansion. They rented out a mansion. They set up all the equipment like in the living room. We recorded everything in the living room. Like while they got the
No
keyboard
idea.
set up, one dude making a melody. I might be on another keyboard laying down a bass line. You feel me? Like they might have a guitarist plugged up playing some shit.
Right.
Like it's like church. It's like you jamming in church. That's how I looked at it. Like, dang, because I could adapt to shit like that. I don't need to know, what scale we in. I'm ahead. Oh, let me see if I can add this.
Cause all
You
that
feel?
work you putting in.
Yeah, so I really like.
all
I
that-
enjoyed
all
that.
All the knowledgeable information you ain't taking. The
So
only-
when it come to making beats, what's more important, like the technicalities of it, like you just said, like knowing what key to in or whatever it is like that, or is it more of a feeling thing?
It's both. Cause like it gotta feel good. You feel me? Music gotta feel good. If it don't feel good, like I just try to go to something that feel good for
Right.
real. If we taking too much time on the idea, that ain't it. Music shouldn't be hard. It gotta just come. But
That's a gem right there.
Yeah.
Music shouldn't be hard.
yeah, it shouldn't be hard. If you in that bitch breaking your brain on what you should say or what flow you should use, if you in that doing that for 10, 20 minutes, man, move on. We going to something else.
I feel
right.
So
you
like,
still gotta coordinate, right?
right, yeah. So and the next thing is sound selection for real.
Right.
Like you gotta pick the right sounds. Like make sure you picking the right sound.
Right.
And
but
that could
everything
take
gotta match.
a little minute.
Right. That gotta match. I feel like everything has to have a point.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was talking about the coordinate, as far as like, it's a reason why it's a left and a fucking right sock, a left and a right shoe. It has to match,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I hear in your shit. Like the shit matches. Like when you can, if you hear something and you can get a vision of it, then it's really in you.
Right.
Like you can it's really hitting. It's that shit. You feel me? I know everybody got good ears. That's cool. But if your shit can't make me have a vision of what you rapping,
Facts.
I don't think it's
Ain't
hitting.
it?
Yeah, you
I
feel
feel
me?
you.
No.
And I feel like that's what sells too, like relatable music. That's what I like. Music
It
with
works like that
substance
with
and-
all crafts.
That's what
That's
I
why
can
I'm
relate
enjoying
to.
this interview, because I'm a comedian. I put out content, but I'm learning, that's really all the same. And which I assumed that, but I didn't just down that hill, but I still operated as if it was the same. The process, the preparing, like, cause I have my funny songs out. But me being around real artists and being in the studio, I went and got it mixed and mastered. I paid the right
You
money per
understand?
hour for
Yeah,
the studio.
yeah.
I ain't just go make the shit, swing
just
it
put
over.
it right out.
Like, nah, like, I went to a good ass engineer. I made sure the beat was clear, whatever. Even though it's a funny song.
Nah,
still
like
feel
a
like I shouldn't
man,
make no
like a
mockery out of
man.
it.
Some of your songs could really go somewhere. Like
Nah,
for
real
real.
Yeah, I
for
push.
real.
I push.
Some of your
it.
songs is songs to me.
Right,
Funny
I
to
just,
you.
right. I just
Facts.
label,
Song to me.
I label as funny songs because like that's just how my way of describing them. But I appreciate that.
You an artist,
But
for
I
real.
play them
I can
bitches.
tell.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I push them. Now I believe in my shit. Now I push them, but it's just not no but. It's just I still feel like I gotta go through the process an artist would go through with promoting it and
Nah,
all that
for
type
real.
of shit.
I
You
feel
feel
you.
me? So I'm thankful that I have people listening to it and fucking with it. But it's just I want to make sure that it's effective and I'm not making the niggas who really do it look bad.
I feel you.
Right.
You feel
I feel
me?
you.
I want niggas to be
That's a
like,
great way to look
yeah,
at it, too,
man,
dog.
He really
Like,
he really makes-
anybody making a song.
Right.
Anybody.
I don't want niggas to
Right.
look at it like that.
Right.
And the way I make my shit, I promise you, anybody not gonna be able to do it. You feel me? But you know, that's why I be appreciating these moments, man, because you can always learn. You always can learn from everything.
Fact.
You feel me?
To close out, what's next for Beats by now? What you got going? What you got for us? What you got for the people?
Right now, man, I'm just really just working, engineering, producing. I'm really just trying to lock in with different artists and create projects for real, man. Like nobody in particular, like whoever want to work. Like I'm just trying to put
Man,
music
you
out.
ever, what about any compilation albums coming up? You ever thought about that?
Look, man,
That's in the brewer. That's in the.
I had that idea for like 12 years.
Right.
man.
It's like,
Like,
trying
I got
that's
an
some
email.
shit to do.
I got a email in my phone. I'll have to find it. But one time I was going through my email. So what I used to do, I used to write down all the artists I work with, right?
Right.
So, but that was to gather all the artists. So when it's that time for that, like I already know where I'm going. Like I already know what artists that I want to work with. And of course, like the
I love
people
that
that
shit,
show me
dog.
love, like
Right.
you own that for sure.
Right.
But yeah, that's brewing, man. But I'm not rushing it either.
Right.
Cause I know how I want it to look and I know how I want it to be.
Yeah.
Like I'm really a
Be perfect
creator.
timing.
I'm a producer and engineer, but I'm a creator at the same time. Cause like
Facts.
I want to get behind the camera and I don't mind. I'll shoot a video. You feel
Right.
me? Like I'm into shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm into all that,
Nah,
dog.
nah.
Visionary.
Yeah.
That's how-
Yep.
I think that's the best
so
way to be
with the
when you-
music. Like I want to be able to put everything together, not
Regulating that
just
shit.
I did the music. No, man, let's get a team together and get the videos
Definitely.
shot. Let's put a treatment together.
Forward march,
You feel
nigga.
me? Yeah.
Forward
Yeah.
fucking march.
So that's really my plan on what you was talking about
That's
as far
why
as
you
like
special,
a compilation. It is in the plans, but I ain't rushing it like
That's
I
why
said.
you special, bro, because you put so much thought into what you're doing, like, you know, because your talent will never leave you.
Never.
Of course.
But the knowledge, it can. You feel
Right.
me?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Let the people
So-
know where they can find you. Let the people know who you are.
Or you can
People
find me
know
on
what
everything
you doing
at
next.
Beats by Nell, BEATZ,
Now,
Beats by Nell. You
It's
can
in the
find me on
description.
everything.
Y'all gonna see
YouTube,
isn't it?
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Beats by Nell on everything.
Get at
Know
my
what time of
dog.
day it is, bro.
Hey, bruh, you official, bruh. I just love seeing y'all doing y'all thing, dog.
Appreciate
It's
it,
just,
dog.
Man,
Yeah, bro.
it
Appreciate
gives me
y'all for
motivation
real.
because again, I'm a little older. You feel me? I'm young old. You
Bitch,
feel
I
me?
done touched 30, bitch.
My
back hurts,
young
bro.
old. You feel me? But y'all keep a nigga young. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
niggas my age like fuck that shit. I'm like, give me more.
Right.
It's just a blessing seeing y'all grow. Just having experience with y'all, bro, because y'all great. And it's going to be so much coming to you and what you doing, bro.
Appreciate
so
that.
keep that
dog.
shit
Appreciate
up,
y'all
dog.
boys
Sir.
for having me.
OC.
Shout out OC.
Appreciate you, bro.
Shout y'all boys out, man.
OC Chronicles, Beats by now, Mario P. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Lucky Luffy.
Let's get it.
I'm OC Nixo. Y'all know what time of day it is. Fuck with your boys, man.
Don't
Tom.
forget to like and subscribe and comment to the page. And if
And
not,
share.
man.
you'll hold out here and share it.